Hello, good evening. Good evening to whoever is watching. Good evening, good evening. I'm just trying to say some things. Um, I always talk about this COVID-19, or I would say coronavirus, whichever one. Anyway, let me explain what it is. The virus started last year, 2019. They have other coronaviruses. There are other viruses like that are corona, but because this one started in 2019, so they decided to call it COVID-19. So that is why it's been called COVID-19. So, you know, I read some news on the internet, and I found out and the Italian government says uh, they have found what is killing their people. It is not coronavirus that is killing their people, that it is bacteria. So, this WHO, World Health Organization, when somebody die of this virus, this coronavirus, they don't release the body to the family. They will only tell the family of your family member has passed on, and they only tell you he's been in the mortuary. When they prepare to bury the person, they will inform the family this is when they are going to bury the person. So they will just take the person to the bury ground or the cemetery. Then the family member will now come to the place where the person is going to be laid laid down. Then so that is how the family get to attend the burial ceremony. They don't release the body to any member of the family. So they feel because of the virus, if they release the body to the family, maybe from there the virus can still spread. So it's better when the person just died, they will just go and bury the person. So that is what. So I was saying, now they say there is bacteria. Someone the because of the rates people were dying, the death rates, it was just increasing and increasing and increasing. So what they decide to do, they decide to do an autopsy to find out, say, this coronavirus that is killing people are just dying. People are just dying, especially the old ones. They were just, people were just dying, 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 dying. Thank you, Angela. People were just dying. So they decided to conduct to do an autopsy on the dead bodies, because they didn't do it at the first place. They didn't started it. So when they just died like that, they would just take them to the mortuary. From the mortuary, they will tell the family members that this is your family has passed away. This is then they will when they want to bury the person, they will still pass information to the family members. They will only just come to the burial ground where they will bury the person. So that is the information, or I would say the order that the WHO gave to people all over the world. Not to They should not when they just die, they should just take them to the burial ground, just bury them. They don't find out they don't conduct any test on them. So now in Italy, Italy says because of the death rate, it was too much. Even the doctors themselves, they were all of them were getting afraid. So they decided to start to make anyone who dies, they will go and they started to conduct tests. They started doing autopsy on them, and what they find out was not a coronavirus. It was not a coronavirus. What they found out was bacteria. They say when this bacteria gets into the body, the way the bacteria will now go to damage the body, it will now make that person to have a blood clot. And when you have blood clot, it means that person is bleeding. That person has internal bleeding. So when that bacteria has eaten that person, it will now make when the bacteria has damaged some of the organs in the body. So then the person will not have internal bleeding. So from that internal bleeding, you will not have blood clots. So you people know what blood clot means. When you are bleeding and the blood is thickening, the blood will not get thick. It makes the blood doesn't flow well. The blood in your vein will not flow well. It will not flow well. It will not flow to the heart. It will not flow to the brain. So everywhere is thick. So when the blood is not flowing well, you don't expect somebody whose blood is not flowing well to survive that illness. That person will die. That person will die if as the blood is not flowing well all over the blood is not going around the body. That person can die. So that is what they said. They find out that it is bacteria, not coronavirus, that is killing them. So what they fail to explain to us now is how are they contacting this bacteria for people to know. That is the problem now. That is the problem now. How are they contacting this bacteria? Then what is the cause of this bacteria? That is what we don't really know now. In Nigeria, they are scamming people. If you have headache now, a lot of people are sick, but because of, if you go to hospital and you tell doctor that you have headache, they will tell you they want to do run a test on you. At the end of the day, they will tell you, okay, you have to go to isolation center. Where is the result? They will not give you the result that they ran on you. They tested you. The result that was conducted, they will not give you the result. They will just tell you, we find out this. They will just try to bring one story or the other in order to capture you, to go and dump you there, because the more they are getting people, the more they are getting numbers of people that is being infected, the more they are making money out of it. So what they are interested in is the money they are making out of it. They are not even interested on people's life or people's health. All what they are interested on is how they are making their money, putting money in their pocket. That is Nigeria for you. So now the Italian government says when they discover this bacteria, they administered aspirin. And this aspirin that was being ministered, they say 14,000 people. 14,000, not 14 people. They say 14,000 people were recovered. That is why you see now in Italy, we are not hearing that 20 died today, 1,000 died today, 2,000 died today, how many thousand, this 1,000 died today. The death rate has reduced because they now find out how to go about it, how to make people to live, how to take care of people who are sick, not to die. That is why the death rate has been reduced. But the problem now is, what is causing this bacteria? How are they contacting it? That is what we don't know. They have to give us information because they have to pass this information all over the world so that people will know. We have been deceived. The world has deceived us. Coronavirus. Yeah, fine. People are dying of coronavirus. So what they tell us? Wear masks. If somebody sneezes, that is how you can contact it. If somebody is coughing, as the person is coughing, the virus is already inside that person. As the person is coughing, the next person that is close to that person can contact this virus. That is the information they pass to us. For me, I believe that what the Italian government have just said, that information is wrong. They have to come out to the world. They have hidden agenda because their plan is to come and kill people in Africa. Last time I did a video when Madagascar, they said before they said they discovered Madagascar said they discovered a cure for coronavirus. The news went viral. Now, the president of that country came out on social media and said that the WHO paid, the WHO now said they are going to pay him $20 million because that cure now is going to be sent to all over the Africans. If they approve it, different African countries will come and buy from them to take to their country to go and administer it to their patients in their country for those who have been infected. But the situation that the man said that they say they will bribe him, they will pay him if he puts a little toxin. Toxin, it means poison. If he's going to put a little poison inside that inside the I would say medication, yeah. That when people come, you know, why they say you should do this? Because they want people, they want to depopulate Africans. The reason why they want to depopulate Africa, that is what I don't know. I don't know their hidden agenda. This coronavirus that is now all over the world. How did this thing started at the first place? There was an information. I still get that information. I'm still going to make video about that news. I'm still going to make a video. It's a very long this thing. It's an information. The one of the persons that went to lab because this virus, it was what they prepared in the lab. It's not the first time when they started, they said it's a poison from snake and a bat, which is not true. That man said he was among the people who were assigned to go and do this thing. They prepared that poison in the lab. They prepared it, and the worst part of it, America is involved in this thing, but they are pretending, they are trying to hide themselves, try to pretend as if they don't know anything. America knows what was going on when this whole thing started. Americans were aware about it, but they're just deceiving themselves. They think they are deceiving us. They think they are deceiving us. You know, Americans think they are deceiving us. They're not deceiving. They are deceiving themselves. You see the way people died. My pain is that it is the blacks that were dying in America. It was the blacks that were dying in America. That was my pain. You know, that was my pain. It was the blacks that was dying in America. It's so painful. It's so painful. You know, it was the blacks that was dying. People were just dying. The way I even see it at the shot, I don't even know how to describe this thing. They just want to. You can imagine Bill Gates' wife came out one morning and said, very soon there will be dead bodies in the street of Africa. Why? Because they knew what they did. Their family, they were involved in this thing. You can imagine Bill Gates. What is Bill Gates' business over health issues? He's not a doctor. His jobs, what he does is Microsoft. He does everything anything that concerns computer. That is his profession. That is what he was doing. That was how he made his money, and he became the richest man in the whole world, or the second richest man in the whole world. That was how he made his money. So what concerns Bill Gates now and concerns coronavirus? What is his business? He has no business with anything concerning health issues. He has no business. So this issue, this thing, they've just planned this thing. I think they planned this thing. They want to use it. They want to, their agenda was, when this whole pandemic is going on, then the thing now, they will now find a way to come and use it to finish African people, because that is their plan, to come and kill Africans, to destroy Africa. That is their major plan. Now in Italy, Italy says that it is not coronavirus that are killing their people. It is bacteria. They have found out what is killing them. It's not coronavirus, it's bacteria. They say it's bacteria. Or common aspirin, that is what they are using to cure people now in Italy. They said every day they get almost 14,000 people recovers from this virus. They have not 14, 14, 14, no, 14,000 people have been recovered. They said in a week or that 2 weeks, sorry, in a week, 2 days or 3 days, 14,000, 15,000, 10,000 people we recovered. Yeah? And now nobody is getting news that this is the rate of people that is dying in Italy. This is the rate of people that is dying, or this is the rate of people that has died. Or before you hear news, they'll say 20 people, 100 and something people died today. 500 people died today. 600 people, as if as if the people that are dying, they are animals, or they are just chicken. Eh? Common aspirin, that is what they are using now in Italy to cure these people. They say it's not coronavirus, is a bacteria. And the WHO said they should not conduct any test on the dead bodies. That anybody that died, they should just go and bury that person, and they should not release. It's not only in Italy, it's all over the world. Anybody that died and they say it's COVID-19, they should not release the body to the family. They should just take that body to go and bury. They should not release the body. They are not even conducting tests. No information about the person that died. No test, no autopsy for them to know. Somebody will die of his own health condition. In Nigeria, I'm not talking about Europe now. Somebody who is already sick, that has for example, someone that has high blood pressure, or someone that has diabetes, someone that has cancer will die. They will put it on record that the person died of COVID-19, because they are making money. They are making money. They are using they are gambling with people's health, gambling with people's life because of money. This Nigeria, I don't understand. I don't understand this kind of country. This kind of deadly disease that is killing people. They don't even know what is killing people. They don't even care about people's health. They don't even care about people's life. All they care is just tell them you have headache. You go to hospital, you say you have headache or you have body pain. The next thing they will tell you, you have to go for isolation center. They will tell you they will take your blood sample. They will take your blood sample for test. At the end of the day, they will carry you they will carry you to the isolation center, dump you there. Your results for one day, they will not show it to you that this is the result of the test they did, they conducted on you, or they ran on you. They will not show you the result. The next thing they will tell you, they will not even tell you. They will not even send it to you. The next thing you will hear on news, it's even on news you will hear it too. Nobody will come and tell you on news. You will hear your name on news, on radio or television, that you are coronavirus positive. And you know the worst thing is either the health minister or even the governor that will be the one to announce it. Like the other girl, I think that girl is from Port Harcourt. I did a video I think there wasn't not last month or the last 2 months. He said it was their local government chairman that went to announce her name, that she is positive of coronavirus. Someone who is not sick, nothing is wrong with her. Already she has said she has pneumonia, because this thing, they say the symptoms is like the symptoms is when the thing has gone deep inside you, you get the symptoms of someone who is suffering from pneumonia. That is the symptoms of the virus. She herself already, she's a pneumonia patient. She has pneumonia. And when she went to the hospital, she was coughing. She went to the hospital, they tested her, and the doctor told her you have pneumonia. And they asked her to drop her phone number as she was going. And even as she was coughing, all the doctors, all the nurses, all of them were running away from her. At the end of the day, they asked her to go. Someone you are suspecting that she has coronavirus, you are asking her to go. To go where? To go and spread it. Let's assume that girl has it now. Let's assume that she has this virus. You are asking her to go home, to go and spread it. Then after 1 week, people are calling her on the phone to come back to the hospital, that some health ministers or organization or whatever, they are interested on her. on her case, that she should come back, that they are sending ambulance to her, that they are taking her to isolate her. Someone who came to you and said she was sick, and the girl went to pharmacy to buy her medication, and the cough stopped. Even before that time they came to pick her, she was not even coughing. She said she was just coughing, maybe not before. She was just coughing. She can't even talk. She can't. The cough was just constantly. But this time she has administered drugs on herself. The the cough was not as like the way it was when she went to the hospital. Okay, they did not even write drugs for her. Say, okay, go and take these drugs. Take these drugs for okay. Let's keep you, and let's see for some days how your health will improve. Nothing like that. The next thing, the local government chairman or the international chairman, I don't know the rubbish chairman they have there, went to social media and announced that, even mentioned the girl's name, that she even he lied and said he went to visit the girl, that he saw her, that he saw this girl, he went to visit this girl, that he saw this girl, that the girl she tested positive. Ah, my God. Hey, Nigeria, oh God. Father, protect our people that are living there. This country, they are very, very, no. Everybody is praying, everybody is trying to to move forward. But Nigeria is still going backward. Nigeria is still going backward. I don't know when they will learn from their mistakes, or when they will change from their nonsense attitude that they have. Okay, look at the woman that came from UK to bury her mother. Unfortunately, when she came into Nigeria, that same week, they shut everywhere down. The burial could not hold. And she said because she flew all throughout that day, when she flew from UK to Nigeria, she still flew again from Lagos to Enugu before she now took car that took her to her place. Enugu and the Benue State, they have boundaries. They are neighbors. Before she now went to her place, someone who went through those journey now. She was having body pain and decided to go to the hospital. That was how she landed herself into problem. Just to go to the hospital to take care of herself. The doctor says they have to run the test on her first, and she said she allowed them to do the test. The next thing, the doctor said you have to go to isolation center, just like that. They went to dump the woman, and the woman stayed. The last time the video she did last time that I when I was making video, I used that video as a reference. The woman said she has stayed there for 4. The lady was fine. She didn't take any medications. She has spent 43 days in isolation center. She has spent 43 days in isolation center. She did not take no tablets. She did not administer any drugs on herself. She did not take nothing. But she was so healthy and fine. Yeah. So tell me, why were they still keeping her there? Because they want to make money. This one na Akatena, person wey come from Obodo Ibo. Maybe that one they go make big money on top of her head, because that is what they are doing, to make money out of people. To make money out of people, that is what they are doing. That is their own problem. They don't think of any other thing. How to make money out of people. That is only what they know. That is why I'm telling everybody, don't even wait to contact this virus. If there is anything you know you want to do that you have to do to prevent yourself, please do it. Anything that it will take you to prevent yourself, so that you will not be a victim of this virus, help yourself. If you are in Nigeria, you are listening to this video, be careful. Nobody is there to help you. They will just take you to isolation center, dump you there. They will no good food. No good food. You will just be there. They will just dump you there. They are not even ready to only what they know. The number of people that has been isolated, that is the number. That is the number of people. The number of money they will be making. For somebody who is just having ordinary headache, and that person will still they will still force you to go and isolate you. You will still spend that 14 to 15 days that they say someone will stay before the person will now know that he is a corona positive. You will stay more than that day. Nothing will be wrong with you. You will not have headache. You will be healthy. You will be fine. You will be there. You will even stay there for 2 weeks. No doctor will come and ask you to come and check how you are faring. Because the number of people they isolate, the number of the number of the number of money they are making, a lot of people are sick. Even the people that have the coronavirus, nobody want to go to hospital because if you just go there, they catch you, they put you in short now. Hey, go get am kporo. Now you don't enter kirikiri be that one. Kirikiri. There is another thing again. This thermometer they are placing on people, the thermometer they are putting on people's head to test people. In Nigeria, we have hot weather. By the time you go out and you have stayed outside for a long time under that hot weather, under that hot heat, by the time they place that thermometer on your head, your temperature will surely go high. Even though you are not sick, nothing is wrong with you. Your temperature must surely go high because you have been under that sun. The weather is hot. The weather is hot. You have been under that weather. If they test you or they put thermometer on you, it will go high. You are not sick, not because you are sick or anything is wrong. It's because of the hot weather. They want to check you, they will check your temperature. Temperature when you tell you don't work out for inside sun. When you don't take work out for inside sun, heat don't do you, sun don't shine on top of your body. Tell me why the temperature of that body will not go high. At the end of the day, when they check you, they say, your temperature is more than what it's supposed to be. You have to go for isolation. Now, so they taste that too. Now, so they taste that. If you know, say you they go where they want. If you know, say you they go where they go for test you. I beg, I they beg you. Fair go pour water for, pour water for, but make your body cool down. So I don't know, can't talk. Say your enemy get a coronavirus. Where you don't even know what to be coronavirus. Eh? You don't even know what is coronavirus. When today they will tell you it's waterborne disease. Next tomorrow they will tell you it's airborne disease. The other one they will tell you it's this disease. Tomorrow they'll say you can contact it when you touch something. So they say when you breathe air you contact. If not so that they breathe out, let me say all of us will don't die you. If not so people say that they breathe the coronavirus, say they breathe out, then you will inhale it and contact this virus. That means every one of us would have died. Every one of us would have died, would have contacted it. Yeah? When you are going out, especially those of us who use bus, who don't have cars, when you are going to somewhere and you enter the bus, that place you are sitting, do you know who sat there? Do you know who must have sat? Somebody who sat there. You don't know who sat there now. Before you know, let's assume it is true, or the way they say it's spreading. Do you know who sat where you will not sit? You don't know who sat there. So that is why everybody have to take precaution. Prevent yourself when you are going out. So that you put on your hand glove. If you cannot wear hand glove, you hold your hand sanitizer. You hold your hand sanitizer. If you have any given opportunity where you wash your hand, I beg, wash them. Because we don't know how they take catch this virus now. So the best thing for us is, in any way they are educating us to prevent ourselves, we should do it. We don't know what is going on. We are being deceived. But let's just play according to the rules. When you are going out, you wear your masks, please. It will still help us. Our health is important. Our life is important. Wash your hands. Any given opportunity you see to wash your hands, go and wash it. They say 20 seconds. Wash it. If you see soap, if you don't see soap, so far you wash your hand. In any given opportunity, if you have opportunity to enter any toilet where there is water, please wash your hand. And don't forget to go with your sanitizer. Because by the time you something you cannot. You touch. By the time you go to somewhere, you must have touched somewhere, touch, and you don't have water to wash. What do? Is sanitize. You sanitize your hand, and especially one good advice again. Please, those who eat on the road, now that is Corona season, if you are hungry, you are going out, you cannot bear it, you eat at home first before you go out. Eat whatever thing you want to eat, because you don't know where you have touched your hand. You will still use that same hand and carry your food and put it in your mouth. You will still take your hand and still take that food and put it in your mouth. I beg, we need to help ourselves, especially those that are in Nigeria. Help yourself. You don't have helper. Your government will not help you. Instead of them to help you, they will use it to make more money, because that is what they are doing. They will use it to make more money. That is why I tell you, if you know you are in Nigeria, help yourself. Don't wait anybody to help you. On your turn to Israel, help yourself. Don't even don't give yourself the opportunity to contact the virus. Even one of the doctors in China that was treating those who were contacted, who contacted this virus, when he contacted the virus, he was sick. He went into coma, but when he was revived, to God be the glory, he survived. He overcame it. His whole skin, this man turned to a black man. If you see this man, the doctor, that a white, you can imagine someone, a white man, his skin was black. It was as black like me, that is a black woman. Like the way a black woman, the way, or a black the way that person's skin will be. A black person, the way black person's, that is how this man was black. You can imagine how deadly this virus is. We don't know the kind of virus that they have going to lab to create to kill people. Yeah? And a lot of people who contacted it, and they recovered, they overcame it. They come out to testify what their experience. They tell their experience. They will tell you, don't contact it. It's not a funny journey. Don't even try to contact it. Help yourself. Don't even think of it. Don't even, anything you can do to prevent yourself not to catch this thing. You say it's not a good experience. You can imagine something that will happen to somebody, so a virus that somebody will contact, after the thing must have spread all over your body, gone to the extent to up to your lungs. You cannot breathe. You'll be coughing. You can't even breathe well. That one no be die. Now die now. That is why a lot of people don't survive it. Now the Italians say it's not coronavirus, it's bacteria. So which one? We don't. Where are we now? Is it bacteria that is killing people, or is virus that is killing people? We don't know what is going on. They should tell us. The whole this health, what's it called? What's it called? What do you call it? I don't forget them more. This is another health people again. I don't forget what they call them. They should come up openly and tell us what is going on. They should stop deceiving us. Eh? They should stop deceiving us. What is this? All this deceive is about all about? They should stop deceiving us. Stop telling us it's virus. They see tomorrow they say it's bacteria. Tomorrow they say it's virus. Okay, the people that has finally bring cure to help us, they are say they are paying them to put poison inside the vaccine, inside the vaccine that they have found to help people. They say they want to pay them 20 million to put toxin inside. Oh, this word, don't. What is this word? This word don't turn to. We don't even know. Now, this one is because it's Africans, so they should poison the vaccine or the medicine that they want to give to Africans. You foolish French people, they say they found a vaccine for this virus. On a normal circumstances, if there is any virus or whatever sick or bacteria or whatever thing, anything that is how do I say it? It's let me say whatever thing that maybe like a disease, people are being contacted. People are contacting this thing, this virus or bacteria. They will go to lab. go and be testing and testing and testing. Then they will test. They will now find, maybe they find something like they prepare the vaccine to cure this thing. What they do on a normal circumstances, they will look for an animal. They will test the vaccine on an animal, and that animal, they will keep that animal. It will take 6 months, 8 months, to see the reaction of that animal, and that animal will be on their care. They will be testing the animal and be testing. At the end of the day, they will find the result on that animal before they will not say, okay, this is the solution, this thing works or it didn't work. They used to test it on an animal first, but this one they prepare now. They say they are bringing it to. In short, let me say they are bringing it. The thing is already in Africa. To all this Mali, Senegal, they took the vaccine there, and there were people, they were administering this vaccine to people that were sick at the hospital. And you know the worst, the people that took this vaccine, they were dying. They were dying. They were dying. I'm going to make another video again. I don't know. I'm still trying to see how I can make this video so that the whole world will see this thing very well. There is a new this thing that this one is American. Oh, America. There is something they will. It's I don't know how I will say it. Hey God, I don't know how to explain this. I have the video, but I'm going to try to see how I'll make this video and put that thing on social media. They will inject something on your body. If you are traveling, if you go to a supermarket, you want to buy something, your data, every of your information will be inside that thing. They will put it like syringe. They will not inject it on your hand. If you go to hospital, if you are, like, for example, you are traveling to another country, you don't even need your document. You don't need your document. You will just bring your hand where they injected that thing inside your body. They will just put it on the computer like this. It will just click. Bam! The thing will just click. This thing will just click. You don't need to carry your passport. You don't need to carry anything to anywhere. They will just inject it. My sister, this one has 6 marks. So 6 mark where don't they rain now? So this one are the one we say I don't carry. Come the main ogbonga. That is what they are doing now. If you want it, you will go and take it. They will inject the thing on your. You know this. If you go to supermarket to buy something, there is this serial number they used to put on the machine. Then the thing will not make pim. When the thing make pim, you pay for what you bought. That is the serial number. Like when somebody you take something from the supermarket, you didn't pay for that thing. When you are trying to pass through the door, alarm will blow. You know that serial number. That is how this thing is. They will inject this thing inside your body. All your details will be inside that thing. If you go to a supermarket, you want to buy something, you don't want to pay cash, just give them your hand. They will just put that machine in your hand. It will make me. You will pay for what you bought. That is the new technology now that they have made now. New technology, America. Hey! This one now called 6 mark. Oh. You can see this foolish brigade wey no even be health minister, e no be doctor, e no be surgeon, not anything concerning health. It's not his job, it's not his business, it's not his profession. He's now saying the vaccine that the vaccine they made, everybody must take that vaccine. If you don't take that vaccine, you cannot go to work. Who you be to say it? Are you the president of America? You see the president of America that is giving order. You will not even. That is why they got him arrested. But since then, now we not see get information whether they don't release and they don't release her. All these wayo people. You want arrest the richest man. When they say I be the richest man, I bet when I leave all these people, wayo people. You get where wayo not dey. Nobody Nigeria wayo dey. America they do wayo, Igbo they do wayo too. Only say their own not come reach like our own. Nowhere where mago not dey. They everywhere. Nowhere where this mago not dey. Mago dey everywhere. Make we dey pray. Make God see us through. Before you know now, this software now go around the whole world. They will not be telling people, come and say, they will be the way they will preach it. Oh, come and do it. If you put it in your body, you don't need to take your document along, every of your data, every of your information. That one there, if you try it, the Luminat or Luminat, or how do they call it? This demon that is already existing. That is how they control your destiny, control your life, through that thing you put in your body. Anywhere you go, they will see you. You can't escape. Your data, if they just do it, your data will just show. Anywhere you are, if you are in the supermarket or you are in the bush or you are in your car, anywhere you are, if you just put your information on the computer, wherever you are, all your information will just appear. Pian. Maybe at a time now, we that are living in the Western world, they will not tell us this is the new technology. They'll just fix it on your system. They'll tell us to come and fix it on our system. Without that, that is the only way they can. Maybe that time they will tell you don't need to come to the office to do anything. Immediately that thing is on your body, you just call on the telephone. They know what to press in their office. They will just renew your data there. You don't need to come to the office because already the thing is inside your body system. This is what is this. This is the latest. This is how far they have gone. This is how far they have gone. This is how far they have gone. Technology. To insert serial information, all your data will be inside your body. God. I really need to make video. I really need to show you for this video, honestly. So you people understand what I'm saying. When I saw it, even before I saw it, this Joseph Ikechukwu, he was explaining it. I couldn't understand what he was saying that day. That day, somebody was interviewing him on Instagram. I was watching. He was saying this thing. I said, how can this thing be possible? Until I saw the video on Facebook, I was shocked when I watched it. I was shocked. I said, so this is what this guy was trying to explain that day. He said, this anywhere you go, your information is in your body. Your bank account or your MasterCard or your, in short, everything about you is inside that serial number. They will just inject it. If you see the injection, it be like one of my finger. The injection that they used to inject this thing, the needle is as big as this my finger. They will just choke it inside your skin and press the serial inside. The way they did it is not that painful. The people they were injecting it in their body. Before the person will just say, they don't choke the thing inside, remove needle. That is the extent they have gone. The extent they have gone with their technology. That is the extent they have gone. And the boy said, this thing, everybody should be careful. And I believe him because he used to, I believe him because whatever thing that guy says normally comes to pass. He was a former Nigerian actor. He was in Nollywood. Joseph Okechukwu Joseph. He was the one that said this in the first. When he was explaining it, I couldn't understand what he was saying until I saw it with my two naked eyes. I watched it. I said, He said this is 666 mark. That was what he said. He said it. He said this is how it will come. He said this is the end time. What the Bible said is what the Bible says this fulfilled. When he was saying it, I was shocked. I said, how can this thing be possible? This guy, I used to believe you, but this one. But until I saw it with my eyes, I saw it. Everything he was explaining. I'm going to make a video. I don't know. I pray that people watch it the day I'm going to make that video. Hey God. May God help us. These white people, they challenge God too much. They're challenging God too much. The day God will raise his anger. They are challenging God too much. So this is the information I decided to pass to everyone. Everybody should be careful. We don't know what is going on. Today they will say the virus is spreading. Tomorrow they will say it's bacteria. Tomorrow they say it's coronavirus. We don't know where we are going. We don't know what is going on. I think there's a lot of hidden agenda. There is a lot of hidden agenda. A lot of hidden agenda that they are hiding. They are hiding. They don't want to tell us what is going on. They don't want to tell us their plan. But I believe their plan is they are targeting Africa because we don't know what we did to them. That they want to kill Africans. We don't know. So everybody should be very careful. Don't even pray to carry any bacteria or any virus in your body, please. I beg you, if you are going and if you are going to wear hand glove, wear it. If you are not using hand glove, hold your sanitizer. Use the mask to cover your nose because we don't know how people are contacting this thing. Now they say it's not COVID-19 again, it's bacteria. They say the bacteria is as deadly as when it enters you, when it eats you up, eats your system. The next thing you'll be having internal bleeding. From internal bleeding, you have blood clot. Before you know, it has damaged everywhere because when the blood is not flowing well in your body, you can't survive it. The blood has to circulate all over the body. That is how it works. When the blood is not circulating well, the person will die if care is not taken. The person will die. So since they say we should be wearing masks, it is better make the thing dey cover the nose and the mouth. At least make we know say na there we dey cover, make the virus no pass enter body. But all the same, in a conclusion of what I'm saying, I'm still begging everybody, if you know what you believe on, hold that thing very well. Like me that is talking to you, I believe in the God that created heaven and earth. I believe in God. That is what I believe. That it's only the grace of God that any of us can survive this thing or go through this thing. Only the grace of God. Only the grace of God. Because the way things are going now, we don't really know. In Nigeria now, it has not still settled. It has not. Some states are still saying they want to still continue their lockdown. In Nigeria, some states say they want to still continue their lockdown. It has not been settled, and a lot of our black people traveled to Nigeria during this period. They couldn't come back. They are still in Nigeria. Is it not up to 3 months now? One was complaining that his document is going to expire. Someone was complaining that his document is going to expire. Tell me that one wey document wan expire. Now I want it when they go open airport now, make everybody when they open the border now, how that one want take come back now? You can't they go through stress. They go embassy, they do this one, they do that one, just to make sure he comes back. Is it not another stress? The whole world is the whole world just, it's just everything just turned upside down. There's confusion everywhere. The whole world is confused. The whole world is confused. Nobody know what is the next level or the next action they are going to take. Nobody know what is going to be the next thing they will decide again. Everywhere is being shut down. Everywhere is God, I beg God. Oh God. Look at children that are going to school Monday to Friday. Children cannot go to school normally the way they used to go to school. My daughter goes to school only twice in a week. That is when she learns. And the other some are going once in a week. The world has scattered. The world has scattered. It has scattered. Nobody knows what is the next level. What the next thing we are going to hear, nobody knows. That is why I say whatever thing you believe on, hold on that thing tight. Hold on that thing very well. Hold it tight. Whatever thing you believe on. If you are a idol worshiper, call your idol. Whatever thing you believe on, that is what you'll be running it. You'll be contacting, calling on that thing that you believe on to come and rescue you. That is the only way we can survive this whole situation now. It is only God that will give us the strength, that will give us the hope and encouragement. So, like I always say, if you go to hospital and they say you are positive, the person is positive. You don't even need to another encouragement I'm going to give again. You don't need to be afraid. Coronavirus is not a death sentence. It depends on how you handle it. I believe a lot of people that died on this thing, they died of fear. Fear is a very deadly disease. I don't even think coronavirus is as worse than fear. Fear it is more dangerous than coronavirus. When you have fear inside you, because you see, maybe because you have headache, you are not thinking because you have headache, maybe it is coronavirus. Maybe because you must have gone out to one or two places. Maybe that is how you contacted. You start thinking the person will now be thinking unnecessary things that are not relevant. Before you know, that fear of that thing you are carrying on your head will first of all kill that person before the virus will not come and kill the person. That is why they say it's not a death sentence. If it comes, deal with it. If you deal with it, you overcome it. If you deal with it, you overcome it. You don't need to carry it in your heart and be afraid. I'm encouraging anybody, if you know you go tomorrow, you go to the doctor and they say you are positive, you don't need to be afraid. First of all, kill the fear in you, then before you kill the virus in you. Because by the time you don't kill the virus, you don't kill the fear, you want to kill the virus before you kill the fear. The fear will first of all kill the person before the virus will not take over the body. So please, this hand washing, you sanitize anywhere you are going, you put it in your bag. Always cover your face. It is not easy to use the mask, but if you are in a place where you know nobody is close to you, you are not close to anybody, you can remove it and take your air. But when you are close to people, you have been in a place where people are gathered, please wear your mask. You know get how you go dey for your nose for a long while, when you go key, you no go keep, you know dey keep person. It doesn't kill nobody. Only what you do is just try to prevent yourself. Try as much as you can to control yourself. When you go out, control yourself. Control yourself. Don't eat anyhow outside. Do not eat anyhow outside. Control yourself. It will help you. It will help me. Me that is talking, I'm still learning from what I'm saying to prevent myself, to protect myself and my family. So I urge each and every one of you, please, let's be very careful. Our health is important. So thank you all. I wish every one of you good night. Thank you for listening to me. Bless you as you sleep. May God keep you and make you to overcome the night, and you will sleep and wake up to see the next day in Jesus' name. So thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to share it. Please share. Let it get to everyone. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you on my next video.